Hello, sports fans out there, and welcome to the first Sports Daily Fantasy Breakdown. So, today there are 7 NBA games tonight, and I'm here to give you advice on who I believe is going to do well tonight. So, if you don't believe I'm credible right now, how about you stick around for a few videos and see how good my lineups actually are. And if they aren't, well, then you can hop off. So let's jump right into my lineup. So for the first point guard tonight, and this is FanDuel by the way, for the first point guard tonight, I'm taking Reggie Jackson. The reason I'm taking Reggie Jackson is because he is now the starting point guard for the future for the Detroit Pistons. And Detroit showed that when they traded Brandon Jennings. So now Reggie Jackson's in line to get all the minutes. So last game, Reggie Jackson had 43 points, and now tonight he's playing Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving is a poor defender already, but to go on top of that, he's also sick. And just sort of as evidence of that, Cleveland has allowed the 5th most points to point guards in the last 5 games. So I would expect Reggie Jackson to get 30-plus fantasy points tonight. My second point guard is Michael Carter-Williams. Now, Michael Carter-Williams is a little bit more of a risky pick, but I like him tonight purely because of his matchup. Tonight he's playing the Los Angeles Lakers, who are known as the worst defenders against point guards in the NBA. And Michael Carter-Williams has gotten his value has been over 5 in his past 2 games. So I like Michael Carter-Williams to get over 5 times, or his value is going to be 5 or over, and maybe he'll explode tonight. So for my shooting guards, I'm going to stack J.J. Redick and Jamal Crawford. And the reason why I'm going to stack them is because the way I think about it is I'm getting a 9K player because both of them add up to 9K for their salary. And that player is almost always in the game. Both of the J.J. Redick and Jamal Crawford have been getting over 30 minutes a game. So that's 60 minutes right there. And Jamal Crawford has been putting up great numbers of late. Now, J.J. Redick's numbers haven't been as great, but he's still getting his minutes, which is around 30 minutes, and he's going to knock down his shots tonight because he has a good matchup. And his matchup tonight is Phoenix, who have allowed the most points to shooting guards in the past 5 games, and that mostly is because Devin Booker really can't play defense. Now, moving to small forwards. My first small forward tonight is LeBron James. Now, I know LeBron James hasn't been great for fantasy purposes this season, but of late he's actually been pretty good. He's hit his value, or 5 times his value. The value of him has been 5 in the past 4 games, which is really good for a player that expensive. And also, he has a great matchup because Tobias Harris can't really play defense. And again, that is shown because Detroit has given up the 4th most points to small forwards in the past 5 games. Now, my second small forward is Jae Crowder. Now, Jae Crowder is really not that exciting of a fantasy player, but he is a good anchor for your lineup. He's good for 50-50s, and he's also a stabilizer in a tournament lineup so your team doesn't totally blow up. Now, and that means that Jae Crowder has a high floor, and he usually hits 5 times. His value is usually around 5. So I think tonight he's probably going to hit 5. His value is going to be around 5, and I think he'll be a good stabilizer for your lineup and my lineup. Now, for power forwards, my first power forward is Paul Millsap. Now, the reason I like Millsap is A, because he's way too underpriced at 8,100. That is way too low for him. He also had a monster game last time out. He put up around 52 points. And in order for Atlanta to keep up with Golden State, he's going to have a big game. And I think that there's a good chance that he puts up around 35 points tonight. Now, my power forward 2 is Mirza Teletovic. Now, the reason I like Mirza Teletovic is because he's currently getting 25-plus minutes, and he's around 4K, which is very good for his price. Now, some people might say John Lur's coming back, and he might steal minutes from Teletovic. But in reality, Lure still hasn't played a game where he's gotten over 20 minutes. So I wouldn't worry about Teletovic. And because of this, I think his value is going to be very good tonight. And it was very good in the past 2 games where his value is around 6. Now the final position for tonight is the center position. And I'm going to choose Karl-Anthony Towns. Now I like Towns tonight because, again, like a lot of my other picks, he has a great matchup. Towns, last time he went out and played the Boston Celtics, who is his opponent tonight, he put up outrageous numbers, and I expect him to do that again tonight. The Celtics aren't any better now than when Towns faced them last time. They're 6th worst against centers in their last 5 games, and if the Wolves are going to stay in this game, Towns is A, going to have to play a lot of minutes, and B, he's also going to have to put up big numbers. And the Celtics also are only 4.5-point favorites in this game, so chances are it won't be a blowout. And the game also has an over-under of 216.5, which is a very high over-under. So it should be a very fast-paced game. Now, just as sort of a wrap-up, I hope you guys enjoyed this fantasy breakdown. If you want me to do it again for another night, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you think my advice was crappy or it was great, leave a comment down below. And as always, good luck tonight. And I hope everyone takes my advice.